This is Mr. Black, the Royal Enfield Intercontinental 865 in his standard tank, which is the colour Mark III. Now, I've made a few videos about Mr. Black and all the modifications I've made to the bike, and he's always looked the way he looks here. And I've been thinking about the possibility of changing the tank and to give him a new image. So I did some investigating on eBay, had a look at the tanks available, and I clicked buy it now, and it's finally arrived. This is a new tank I picked up for Mr. Black. It's a Continental GT650 tank. Actually, it's the same tank that I had, well, not the same tank, but the same colour tank that I had on my first Continental GT650, and I really like it. So I've been able to pick this up on eBay quite cheaply, and I'm going today to take it up to my friendly paint guy, and he's going to have a look at changing the colour scheme on it. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking Mr. Black, the tank off, and maybe trying to fit the strap on the tank and organise a new colour scheme for this, and a new logo for the side, and we'll see how we go with it all. I've received a call from the painter Lawrence at Kaleidoscope to tell me that the tank for Mr. Black is now ready, and Bonnie and I are going to go up and pick it up. Bonnie's going to be my helper. Thanks, Brian. And so the genius plan was to buy all the bits needed for the underside of the tank, all the electrical sender units and bits and bobs that are under there, so that the next time I want to change the tank over, I can just change the tank and I don't need to fiddle with all the bits and pieces on the bottom as I have done so before. However, as it turns out, I didn't do my research properly. Okay, that did not go as planned at all. Here are the bits that I bought, which is this bit here, but what it didn't come with was that plate, which I'm going to need, that, whatever it is, but obviously it's needed, and also the fuel gauge sender. So I only got one bit, so if I'm going to change the tanks over without too much of a hassle, I'm going to need to buy some more bits, but I'm not doing that at the moment. So I had to empty the fuel tank, which was an absolute mess, not easy at all, and I just filled it a couple of days ago. Good move. So I've taken all of this out. I'm going to put it into the new tank, and then I'll see about ordering these other bits, and I think I've come this far. I think I have to do that. So this bit's correct, but I need more stuff. So I'll remove all of this. In the process of doing so, I'll put it into the new tank, and then we can get that onto the bike. Well, after all that, here we are with Mr. Black. He has his new tank, and I think he's looking very handsome indeed. I contemplated putting the strap from the Interceptor on the tank. I placed it on, it just didn't look right. I think it looks much better the way it is. The tank was always going to be black, and I wanted the lettering on the tank to be nice and simple and very Royal Enfield, and you can see that it's the standard Royal Enfield script done in gold with a chrome outline around the letters. All that remains now is to get some fuel into the tank. Man, wasn't that a job getting fuel out of the other tank. Mental note, next time I do that, make sure the tank is almost empty before I try and take it off, and take it for a ride and see how it feels. Of course, the motor was always going to feel the same. It still sounds fantastic, of course, because nothing's changed there. But what the tank does, it makes the bike feel quite different. The bike's now pretty much a Continental GT anyway, except I've got the Rhizoma bars on it, which make the ride so much more different to the GT. It's just the bars that make the difference. And what I've found with Mr. Black when I'm riding him now is that with the bars and the narrower tank, which brings your knees in closer together, it's really a comfortable riding position. I could ride in this position for a long time. Regarding the way the bike looks, I was always quite anxious about getting the colour right. I thought that I could use different colours and maybe change it up and make it look a little bit more sporty as it was. But you know, I just wanted it really to be simple, and I think with the black colour, it's really quite old school, I think, and it gives the bike quite a different feel to a standard Continental GT, and of course the bars make a difference as well. Overall, I'm really happy with the way the bike looks. Of course, the way it handles was never going to change, but it's I think it's a stunning looking bike, and it always was a good looking bike. It just looks very different. So for now, this is a tank that's on it, and I think I'm going to leave this one on for quite a while. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have, maybe give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. That'd be great. So until next time, go well.